Hi, this is Dave, Fell Running Guide, and today I'm talking about the compass. So I've had some people tell me that they don't know how to use a compass, they find it too complicated or a little bit confusing. Well, this video we're going to make it absolutely simple, just talk about the compass, absolute basics. So why do people find it confusing or complicated to use? Well, if we look at it, there is quite a lot of information on the compass. So we can see here that we've got a scale along the top and down the side, and then there's another scale inside with numbers on it, and then there's another scale with numbers on it, and then we've got a black arrow here. We've got another scale with numbers down this side, and we've got a black line in here. And then if we look at the dial, we've got some red and black lines inside there. We've got a red arrow there. We've got this dial with all the numbers around the side, and this spins around. Then we've got the needle, the red end and the white end. And we've also got terminology, so you might have heard things like Roma or bearing or bezel or declination, and that can all sound a little bit intimidating or complicated. Well, we're going to forget all of that. All we're interested in at this stage is the needle, the red and the white needle. Now your compass may be slightly different. It might not be red and white, it might be orange and white or orange and black. It doesn't matter, the principle is still the same. One end will point to north and the other end will point to south. So you can see here that north is off to my right, and it doesn't matter what I do with the compass, I can turn it round. North is still off to the right. Turn it round again, the red needle still points to my right. Turn it round again, the red needle still points to my right. I can turn the dial, twist this dial round, and no matter what I do, whichever way the dial is, north is still off to my right. The only thing that can change things is if we bring it into contact with something else that's magnetic. So prime example being another mobile phone. So look what happens there, it sends it crazy. Look at that. So that is really important that we keep our phone away from our compass. Don't store it in the same pocket, because it can permanently change the magnetism on that needle, and then your compass is inaccurate. So anything magnetic will cause the compass to fluctuate or the needle to fluctuate. Probably mobile phone is the one that's most likely to cause that. So if the red needle is pointing to north and the white needle is pointing to south, then halfway between the two, if we went out at right angles to the left of the red needle, then that bit of grass is pointing to west. If we go at right angles to the needle off to the right of the red, then this end of the bit of grass is pointing to east, and so we could have northeast, southeast, southwest there, northwest there. Okay, so that red needle tells us direction, and we can use that in conjunction with some basic knowledge of maps. So let's have a think about that. Okay, so how can we use our knowledge of the needle to help us map reading? Well, maps are made so that the top of the map is to north, and we've got grid lines that run from north to south, top to bottom of the map, and from left to right on the map, which is west to east. So as long as we understand that the top of the map is north, bottom of the map south, then we can look at the map and look at our compass needle and work out direction. So here's a real life example. Okay, so let's imagine that I've come up along this public right of way here, cross the footbridge, and I want to head up, cross the road, and I want to take this public right of way here. So if I know that the top of the map is north, bottom is south, left is west, right is east, I can estimate that the public right of way I want to take is heading in a northwesterly direction. So when I get to here, I can just check my compass and make sure that the path on the ground that I take is going in the right direction. Okay, so I'm at the road crossing. I can see that there's a public footpath sign, so I know I've got to go across there. Okay, so we've crossed the road, but we find that there are two paths. So we've got one there and one there. And how do we know which one is the one that we want to take? Well, remember we wanted to go northwestwards, so this is where we check the compass. So if I hold the compass out in front of me and have a look, well, this path is going just slightly off to the left of north, so that's more like northwest, whereas this one here, we have a look at it and have a look at the compass, and this one is going much more in a northwesterly direction. So this is the path that we want. So that's it, just compass basics, breaking it right down into simply using the red and the white needle. I hope that was useful. Thanks for watching.